Good afternoon. This is not an area, the area that I'm going to talk about now is not an area which I thought about until and unless I came across this man, David Graeber, an anarchist, a nonconformist, an anthropobiologist. And while watching one of his interviews with Charlie Rose of Bloomberg Books, I found that this David Graeber is talking about post GFC crisis. That we don't ask the big questions anymore. We have stopped asking big questions. And there is something, it struck me, it made me think. What are the big questions, if I really look at and quickly take a quick recap? What are the big questions the world is facing today? I think the biggest question the world faces today is the income inequality, be it in India, be it in US, be it in little less in Europe, getting less in Africa also, not so severe in China, but in India it is extreme severe. In US also it is severe. So biggest question is income inequality. There is a challenge, and that challenge you have been facing since long in India. Some parts of the world have been addressing it better, some parts of the world worsening it, India has worsened it. Second part is, I think, which I when I started blogging 2002, 3, 4, 5, whatever years. Initially, I talked about these two challenges: global terror and climate change. Now, global terror somehow has reduced. I believe today, at least in end 2024, beginning 2025, the world is not talking too much on global terror. One of the fundamental causes of terrorism, that was US imperialism. US has been defeated again and again in Afghanistan, Iraq, and lately even in this Palestine, Gaza, or Ukraine. The US is probably seeing the futility of its war on terror, war on anything, war on everything. I think that has also reduced the fundamental cause to worry about terrorism to that scale. But in India, we talk about terrorism everywhere. We have nothing else to talk about. We don't talk about worsening inequality, but we talk about terror, wherever we go, wherever Pakistan is sitting in one backbench, calmly, quietly, be it in UN, or be it in BRICS, or be it in any other global forum. इंडिया विल रेस टेरर एंड पाकिस्तान बेचारा आराम से पीछे का बेंच पे बैठ के थोड़ा सो रहा था, उसको सो नहीं देगा. So for India, global terror is a problem. For much of the world, I think it is not as much a problem as it was post 9/11 or even 26/11. Then another thing is climate change. Yes, climate change, and the problems that remain is that inequality in India, climate change, and the third is that the two-state solution theory in Palestine and Gaza. So these are some of the problems that have been there for long. Since long we have been talking about, whoever has been in geopolitics, they know that the two nations theory is acceptable to all on paper except this Netanyahu. But it has not worked out. Israel has not agreed to it fundamentally, or Netanyahu has not agreed to it. He has rather conquered, or rather cordoned off more areas from Palestinians areas, and he has occupied more territory in Gaza and Palestine. So the two nation state theory has not worked. And I was looking at a quote of Einstein.